Okay, so you've decided to start a weight loss journey. First off, that's fantastic. It takes real courage.
Absolutely. Making that decision is a huge first step.
But let's be honest, it can feel, well, overwhelming, right? Like looking at a giant maze.
Yeah, definitely. It's so easy to stumble into common traps early on.
And that can leave you feeling defeated, maybe even before you really get going.
It really can. That initial motivation is great, but you need a bit of a map.
Exactly. So today we're diving into 5 critical mistakes we see beginners make quite often.
Think of it as like a heads up to help you avoid those roadblocks.
Right, setting you up for success from the get-go. We're drawing on our experience as, weight management coaches.
And also looking at what places like the CDC say about healthy, sustainable weight loss.
Now, quick disclaimer here. What we're sharing is based on our understanding and experience.
But it's not professional dietary or psychological advice.
Mm,
Always best to talk to qualified professionals for your specific situation.
definitely. Your doctor, a registered dietitian, maybe a therapist.
And the CDC actually highlights that sustainable weight loss isn't just one thing.
No, it's really a lifestyle thing. Healthy eating, regular activity, getting enough sleep, managing stress. It all connects.
And so many factors play a role too, right? Like medications, health conditions, stress levels.
Even genetics, hormones, your environment, your age. The CDC mentions all these.
It's complex. So if you are worried about your weight or maybe how meds are affecting things,
Please have that chat with your healthcare provider. They can give you personalized guidance.
okay, ready to jump into the first mistake.
Let's do it. What's the first big one we see?
Okay, number 1, setting unrealistic expectations. We sometimes call this the perfection trap.
Oh, yeah, that's so common. You see these amazing transformations online promising super fast results.
Exactly, and you think, that's what I should be doing.
And when you don't drop weight dramatically in the first couple of weeks, it feels like failure.
It's really discouraging. But that desire for a quick fix, it sets you up for disappointment.
So what's realistic then?
Well, the CDC suggests that, a healthy, steady pace is more like 1 to 2 pounds a week.
1 to 2 pounds. That sounds much less dramatic.
It is, but it's far more sustainable. Think of it like learning an instrument. You don't become a virtuoso overnight.
Right, it takes practice, consistent practice.
Precisely. Sustainable weight loss looks more like a gentle slope upwards on a graph, not a cliff dive.
So that super fast initial drop some diets give you, that's often just water weight.
A lot of it, yeah. And when that slows down, which it will, people get disheartened if they expected miracles.
So the key is shifting focus.
Yeah, focus on the consistent effort, the small changes adding up, rather than just the number on the scale every single morning. Progress over perfection.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. What's mistake number 2?
The second big one is making really drastic and ultimately unsustainable dietary changes. The classic all-or-nothing approach.
Ah, yes. Starting Monday, I'm cutting out all L carbs and sugar and fun.
Yeah, basically. Or slashing calories down to almost nothing.
It sounds disciplined maybe, but what happens?
Well, you might see a quick drop initially, sure, because you've created a huge deficit.
Yeah.
But it's incredibly hard to stick with. Your body fights back, you get intense cravings, feel deprived.
Miserable, basically.
Pretty much, and you risk nutrient deficiencies. Then, when you inevitably can't keep it up anymore, the weight often comes back, sometimes even more. Rebound game.
Like trying to hold your breath indefinitely, you just can't.
Exactly. It's like sprinting a marathon. You burn out.
So instead of these extreme makeovers,
Focus on bingo. You have one meal that wasn't perfect, or you miss a workout.
but suddenly it feels like the whole thing's ruined. Might as well eat the whole pizza now.
Right. But here's the thing. Weight loss is a journey, not a tightrope walk. There will be bumps.
Everyone slips up sometimes. Life happens.
Exactly. The mistake isn't the slip-up itself. It's viewing it as a total failure that justifies giving up.
It's about perspective, isn't it?
Completely. One slightly off meal or one missed workout doesn't erase all your previous effort. It just doesn't work like that.
So what should you do instead of giving up?
Just get back on track at the next meal the next day. Acknowledge it happened, don't beat yourself up, and resume your healthy habits.
Consistency over time is what matters, even if it's not perfect daily.
That's it. The overall trend is key, not every single micro decision.
That takes a lot of pressure off. Okay, mistake number 4.
Number 4 is undervaluing patience and the whole mental side of things, getting discouraged too easily.
Oh, this one hits home, especially at the start. You're trying hard, eating well, exercising.
And the scale just doesn't move for a week. or maybe even 2.
It's so frustrating. It feels like, what's the point? This isn't working.
It really does. But weight loss is almost never linear. There are plateaus, fluctuations. It's normal.
So the mistake is expecting constant downward progress.
And giving up when you don't see it immediately. Underestimating the mental resilience you need is a huge pitfall. You have to be prepared for those slow weeks.
How do you build that resilience? How do you stay patient?
Focus on the non-scale victories. We call them NSVs.
Like what?
How your clothes fit, maybe your own energy, you're sleeping better, feeling stronger during workouts.
So noticing other positive changes, not just the weight number.
Exactly. Celebrate those small wins. They're real progress. Remind yourself why you started. Patience is just critical.
That's a great tip. Shifting the focus helps manage expectations. Okay, what's the fifth and final mistake?
The fifth major mistake is not seeking support or guidance. Trying to go it completely alone.
Right. Thinking you have to figure it all out and manage it entirely by yourself.
Which is tough. Yeah. Weight loss can be challenging emotionally, too. Having support makes a massive difference.
It can feel isolating otherwise.
It really can. But support can look like lots of different things.
Like what?
It could be talking to supportive friends or family who get your goals.
Okay.
Or maybe joining a support group online or in person with people going through similar things.
Sharing experiences.
Yeah. Or working with a professional, like a coach, a registered dietitian.
Someone to provide structure and accountability.
Exactly. The CDC actually talks about this too, identifying family or friends for support.
They even mention maybe finding coworkers or neighbors with similar goals.
Yeah. Sharing recipes, planning activities together. Little things can help.
And they also mention formal programs or health professionals for monitoring and follow-up.
Right. Nutritionists, weight loss specialists. Your doctor might even have resources or referrals.
It's also true, as the CDC notes, that sometimes your environment makes healthy choices harder.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Limited access to healthy foods, for example.
In which case, looking into community resources like food pantries or farmers markets could be part of that support system.
Good point. The bottom line is having someone or several someones to share the ups and downs with, celebrate wins, keep you accountable. It just really increases your chances of sticking with it long term.
You don't have to struggle in silence or reinvent the wheel.
Not at all.
Okay, so just to quickly recap those 5 mistakes. Unrealistic expectations.
Drastic, unsustainable diet changes.
Forgetting consistency beats perfection.
Undervaluing patience and the mental game.
And trying to go it totally alone without support.
Yeah. Knowing these pitfalls from the start lets you consciously choose a different path, a more sustainable one.
It really comes down to realistic changes, building habits that actually fit your life.
And remembering it's a journey, not a sprint. Be kind to yourself.
Absolutely. So
Right.
maybe take a moment now to think, but do any of these mistakes sound familiar? From past tries, maybe?
Or even just how you're thinking about starting now.
And maybe just pick one small thing you can do differently today to avoid one of those traps.
That's a great way to approach it. Remember, you can do this.
You absolutely can. And we'll be back with more insights to help you along the way.